Hi everyone, it's Neville from NevilleTaylor.com coming to you on Sunday evening in Melbourne. It's nice and chilly here today, a bit of rain all day long, and so I've been cuddled up inside at the moment. I'm sitting in my little room out the back. I call it my music studio, but it's far from a studio. It's just a room with my toys in it. So I've got a few guitars and a couple of amps and PA and things like that. So just make a bit of noise in here and don't have to annoy the rest of the household. Today I just wanted to have a bit of a chat and try and just talk generally about the quality of the videos and the skill of the people presenting videos that present it in such a way that they just sort of talking right through the camera and feel like they're sitting next to you having a chat. And, there's a lot of you out there, but, I don't want to single too many out. But for fear of leaving some of you out, but people like the two Jamies, the two Tonys, Lucy, Julie, who else is there? Max and Jay Williams, and there's just so many of you guys that just feel as though you're just having a good conversation with you through the camera, and that's what I want to try tonight, is just to have a conversation, to practice having a conversation with you guys just through the medium of this video. So the topics, are amazing. The range of topics, from simple things like, Lucy's chat on and her analogy on poached eggs, and hearing, Biljana talking about, her and seeing the passion with her visiting her friends and family, overseas in Macedonia, and it's just really great. And one of the things that I felt I've really enjoyed this weekend, and is on Saturday morning, the choir that I sing in, and that I sing. I'll use the term loosely from a singing perspective. I'm not that good at it, but just love doing it. And the choir is just a community choir, and there's absolutely no auditions required. You just turn up, and they teach everybody the songs, and you just go ahead and sing. And the conductor just talks about, and the musical director just really talks about, if you don't know what's going on, whatever you do, just sing. And it's just a great inspiration and encouragement to. Even if you're singing off key, if you're singing the wrong words or something, he just said, just sing and enjoy it, and, people around you are not going to turn around and look at you as though to say, what the hell have you just done? But anyway, that's the essence of what happens at rehearsals on each Monday evening. And yesterday we sang at an open air. It was a farmer's market just in a park in not too far from where I live, and we sang in the morning at about 9:30 for about 30 minutes, and then had a half an hour break, and then sang for another 30 minutes. And just to be out in the open, it's the first public performance I've ever done in a choir setting, but just to see everybody that we're at the markets, just sitting there watching, and whether they were disgusted with the sound or staggered or delighted, I'm not sure, but everybody seemed to be enjoying it, and particularly the choir. The choir obviously enjoyed it the most. And what I'd done, I invited as many of my friends as I could along for two reasons. I really wanted them to see how good the choir was, that they can consider joining it and seeing the fun of it. But also I wanted to put a little bit of pressure on myself as well, that there were people out there watching me, and that I would, not for no other reason than just to try and overcome the feeling of what's the word, just to be overcome that embarrassment factor, I suppose, so that you wouldn't feel sort of funny singing in front of people they didn't know. And it was great. I really enjoyed it. And so that was the sort of the fun part of the day, taken care of. And then after, during the break, we had a coffee and chatted, and everybody was patting me on the back saying, "Oh, isn't it great? Isn't it great?" And by the end of it, people saying, "Oh, how can we join? When can we come along?" So I encouraged them to do those sort of things. So that's the sort of think that it's really enjoyable, and so I spent the rest of the afternoon just doing chores, working on a bit of SFM type work, working on my other business. So a quite busy afternoon, and then in the evening, the neighbour next door said, his wife was heading out, and my wife was relaxing, doing stuff. Let's just get together. He's got a set of drums. Let's get together, and I'll bring my guitar over. We just jammed for a few hours. So took a bottle of wine over. We just sat in the garage. He banged away on his drums, and I played guitar, and we just sang, and it was just fantastic. And nobody watching us, nobody listening, no one cares. Nobody knows we're doing it other than the two of us, and it was just so much fun just to sit there and just kind of bond over a common love of of music and brilliant songs. So that's the sort of the enjoyable things, the enjoyable fun things that I love doing, and it's quite interesting, and it doesn't bother me much at all. But my wife's got absolutely no, I wouldn't say no interest, but doesn't have the passion, I suppose, in the sort of things that I'm involved in. So, and she's got her own interests, which is great. And so, she doesn't particularly, doesn't care. It's not the right word, but it's not, as I say, not that interested or passionate about the sort of things that I do as far as singing and playing guitar, and just can't sort of understand it, and also just can't get the my love for going to the gym and my love for playing sport and that sort of stuff, just because her interests are quite different, So in that way, we do everything, all our individual pursuits and passions we do separately, and obviously a lot of things we do together. But it's sort of quite interesting that I need to get all of my inspiration and that sort of stuff from a different environment, and which is good because it's like-minded people, playing guitar or playing sport or going to the gym or doing whatever it is, and we're quite comfortable in that she can do the things that she loves doing, with her group and by herself, on her own. So it's quite compatible, and so. It's and it's sort of similar to the business side for me, that she has an interest in it, but doesn't hugely understand what I'm doing, and doesn't really support is not support is not the right word, but she's not hugely interested in what's going on. And probably if I told her more, if I gave her more information about it, she may, but I just sort of feel, well, if she wanted to know what was going on, she would, become more involved. But that's fine. I'm quite happy with that. I'm quite happy with that arrangement because, as I said, we've got our own things that we do. So anyway, guys, that's all I wanted to talk about. I hope, as I review this video, that it does come across as just a chat to you, that I'm reaching you through this medium. And that, from my perspective, from a practice perspective, that it feels as though, we're connecting through this, because that's certainly the way I feel from the videos that you guys shoot, is that, it's like you're sitting next to me, and that's the feeling that I get, and that's the feeling that I think, we want to portray, because we want to engage with people and communicate with people on that, so, that they feel as they're getting, they feel that warmth and that connectivity between us. So guys, have a great Sunday. I hope you are recording your videos today and posting them, and I look forward to watching them all later on when you guys all wake up and do things, and also look forward to participating during the week on training and also the 90-day video challenge. So have a great week, guys, and look forward to chatting soon. All the best. Cheers. Bye.